Hi guys, it's Ivan, and you're back with us, Ivan, live on the fifth day of our national restricted movement order lockdown over in Malaysia. And I think it is also occurring all around the world. There is a couple of countries that has already initiated a complete lockdown. Um, Something like our restricted movement order. I do know that from day to day, we have actually received news of the infections coming in. I think there are about 600 over deaths in Italy yesterday. Over in Malaysia, we have surpassed 1,180 over infected, confirmed infected cases. And of course, over in the United States as well, there is a lockdown over in New York. Currently, I think there is a call over in Australia, also certain cities. There will also be a 14 or 15-day lockdown. I think we are in a global pandemic that really needs to be arrested right now. Some of you may have heard the concept called the flattening of the curve. Some of you who may not understand what this is, it really is a medical term to help us understand that those of you who are in the medical field will understand that this pandemic, or rather the infection, will be inevitable. There will be people who will be affected. And the whole concept of flattening the curve really is about stretching. It's just like stretching the dollar. You have $1, try to stretch as long a day that you can. So it's about our medical facilities. We do not have enough medical facilities to be able to cope with the sudden rise of too many infected cases. If you look at over in China when the pandemic first appeared, they, maybe because of their industrial mind, they were able to actually immediately build medical facilities, temporary medical facilities. It's amazing how they can actually build a hospital within 7 days. But in a lot of countries, especially in third world countries, this is impossible. So which means that you could rely a lot on your current medical facilities, and the medical facilities may not be able to cope with the sudden rise. And therefore, the call for flattening the curve is to be able to wait out each day, all right? Which means that we want to slow the spread, and that is why there's a call for a lockdown or a 14 to 15 day home quarantine, so that we do not go and infect other people, or we may not get infected ourselves. So if we are infected, we will probably have to go to the hospital, but the hospitals cannot cope, and therefore a lot of people will probably die. So I think this is a really good call. This is going to be a global lockdown, and I think if we don't arrest this right now, it's going to be really, really bad. All right, millions of people is going to die. Well, let's not hope that it will ever come to that point, but signs are showing that it may, and therefore we must take it very seriously. There was news today, this morning, 22nd of March on Sunday, still over in Penang. There were pictures taken of people going to the market in Air Hitam, and still bustling. And can you understand that this is something which is really serious and it will affect everyone else? So therefore, please, 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 please do abide by the home quarantine order. The restricted movement order is not something, it is causing a lot of problems, discomfort, but it is only for 14 days. And the reason is because this virus is asymptomatic. There is no symptoms until after 14 days. So you would not know also that if you are a carrier or you are infected. So it's best for us to remain self-isolate ourselves, and if we do fall sick within that time, then we can take the necessary precaution. If it's infected, it's only within our household, and therefore we will probably be able to contain it as much as we can. Hence, that's why it's called flattening the curve, so that our medical facilities, there will be less people coming in. And because you stretch the days, those people who have cured, they can empty their bed, so that new people will come in, and so on and so forth. That is one of the reasons why I've also stopped big order. It's also not to go out, to stay at home. However, it doesn't mean that we are restricted from going out. At this point in time, it is still not a state of emergency. Thankfully, it's not. Therefore, we can still go out. Which I will be going out to go and get some groceries, some perishables mainly. We did not hoard, so obviously a lot of our supplies will eventually run out. But let's just take a lot extra precaution whenever we go out. Put on our masks, wash our hands, put use our sanitizers all the time. I just want to wish everybody to stay safe, protect yourself, protect your family. So adios amigos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next Asivan Live. Cheers.